I guess there's like, 2 points to make here. And every time I do this type of thing, I always read the second one. But the first one is money is always an expression of value. Like that's the point of money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a future payment of value delivered now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when you look at, I've already forgot the second one. When you look at money in the lens of like how to make $10,000 next month or how to make $1 million in your lifetime or whatever, you're looking at it backwards.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at anything in life and you're just like, I want the outcome, but I'm not going to consider the input, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Like, I want to become an executive, but I'm not willing to do the work to get there. Like, I'm just focused on the executive part. It doesn't work that way. So how I see money is basically infinitely possible to anybody, as long as you're willing to consider what value you uniquely can bring to the world. And it can change at the flip of a dime. Like, I actually just heard a story Dan Martell was telling the other day about there was a country musician singer who made a song, recorded on his iPhone in his trailer.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know who this person is. And
I don't know his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
And I haven't even vetted this. I don't know if the story's right, but I can see this being directionally right, where like he recorded this video in his trailer, went huge on TikTok, turned down an $8 million record deal, became the #1 pop music song in the world, and now is like, in the course of like months, went from broke in a trailer to probably a multimillionaire by just putting himself out there and trying to create some value for the world. Like that's what I mean by infinitely available if you just are putting in the work.
Yeah, he was singing to the pain points of the American.
Yeah, and just resonated with all kinds of people.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, incredible. And I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with is finding where they bring value. How at PushPress do you do that? Because I assume people want to grow within the company. Yeah, how do you create a culture or an environment that is conducive for assisting people and finding that which makes them really tick? Because somebody may come in as an engineer and software developer, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, you have some business acumen, you have this thing. Well, thankfully we have structure for that. Is that something that you think about and is a big priority?
I mean, we aren't so big of a company where that can be expressed at such a large scale, but also we are such a small company that we can uniquely pay attention to every single person. So I'm becoming a subscriber of this idea that a leader is meant to create leaders, and kind of a close correlation to that is a leader is also meant to pay attention to his team and understand the direction they need to go, irrespective of where you need them to go. So this should be a culture that is resonated throughout the company, where it's like, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? You want to go from here to there? Okay, well, how can we make that work? It doesn't fit what you're doing now, but directionally we can make that work if you are willing to put in the work. Again, it's kind of like the whole money thing. If you are an engineer and you want to become a product person, that's not going to happen without putting in extra work. So you can't just not be an engineer during the day and then just transition to a product person. You've got to do your engineer job and at night take product classes or be working with the product people on this and then make that move on your own. I'm a hustler. In this company, I for sure respects hustle. So it's like in any direction anyone is hustling, it will be recognized. And if it's not, if it's just brought up, it will be recognized. So
yeah, that's cool.
Like everything's free flowing. People want to go in the direction they want to go, and you can't constrain them. That's not how the world works.
Totally.
So you'll just lose them if they're good talent. You don't want to do that. So
of course, and that's why you want to keep them happy, and you have to have a relationship with them.
It's definitely a two-way street.
Yeah, it's two-way street.
Yeah, employment is not just somebody working to make the company better. It's like they should work for themselves too.
Yeah. Making people very autonomous, self-directed is important. Yet you need to give them some kind of guardrails to do that.
Yeah, there has to be clear expectations of what they need.
Yeah. Outcome-based, super important.